eBayers, welcome to the April 2025 Seller Shout Out. The sales in this video come from my Facebook group. Every week we have a thread called Money Making Mondays. So listen up for your name because you might be mentioned in this video. Also, the sales are all different price points so we can learn from each other what sells, and the sellers tell us where they got the item and sometimes how much they paid. So we are going to jump in with Zandra. Paid $4.50 at a thrift store, accepted best offer of $54 and shipped within 1 month of listing. New to me brand, Jeffree Star. The item is Jeffree, spelled Jeffree, Star, Cosmetics Fashion Hoodie Sweatshirt. New without tag. $4.50 and took an offer of $54 including shipping. And that is a new brand for me too, so thanks for mentioning that, Zandra. Next up is Kathy Hermans. Have about 52 cents into this. Found at a garage sale where it was fill a bag for $5. Listed in August. Had an offer for less than half price. I countered and they declined. Sold the next day for full price. Ryan Michael, men's size large, 100% linen, Western rodeo embroidered snap shirt. So lots going on there. That's another brand I've not heard of, Ryan Michael, but the fabric is 100% linen, which can make an item more valuable. 52 cents and sold for $44.95. George Kelly bought this Zippo lighter at a garage sale for $3. Accepted best offer of $40. Took a few weeks to sell. $19.99 Zippo Chicago Police lighter. $3. Sold for $40. And yes, there are some eBay regulations for selling anything from law enforcement. It's more for the uniforms and the badges and what you could use to impersonate a police officer. So this lighter is more memorabilia. Totally fine. Zippo lighters sell well. $40 for this item. Carol Brune. I paid $1 at a garage sale. Took 6 months to sell for $64.95. Fisher Price Servin' Surprises play food dish plate with peas and carrots. Okay, really? This is why we do eBay. $1 and it sold for $64.95. That's just crazy, and it's probably just plastic and rubber. Janet Braswell purchased at a garage sale for 25 cents. Sold for full price of $18. Took 1 month. Vintage Godinger Silver Art Company silver plate compact photo case. Might also be the right size for like personal business cards, or maybe too small for that. Anyway, 25 cents, sold for $18. Karen Monk's $5 at a yard sale, sold for $80 in a few months. Disney Store Deluxe Cinderella 10-piece figurine set, cake toppers. Okay. $5, sold for best offer of $80. Carol Hollis. This was in a free box at a yard sale. Listed for high, but comps were showing it was a slow mover and only one had possibly sold for so high. I took a best offer of $45 after a couple of months. Stanley, well, it's vintage Stanley, half round hairbrush with nylon bristles. So it was free and $45. Donna Shirley has one of my favorite little items to sell. Paid $1.50 at the thrift store. It took 2 years to sell. Recently ended and relisted in October. And this is Jellycat brand. I am Bashful Bunny. And I think I've had this very same one. And yes, they do take a while to sell. You got to wait for that kid to lose theirs or throw it out the car window or have it be run over by something. Um, Eventually, someone will need it. So this was $1.50 and it sold for $34. Tanya Bruner, working through a death pile of items that came out of a storage unit. These ties cost less than $1, sold for $25.19 in a few days. Brooks Brothers 346 Pure Silk Men's Ties, lot of 3. So these were less than $1 and she flipped them for 25 bucks. Bill Hunt, got from a friend. His dad recently passed and I got to pick a few things for free as he was cleaning out the house. This sold for $24.93 within hours of posting. It is a 1986 to 2003 Harley Davidson Sportster repair manual. Yes, these do sell well. Some people just like the actual manual to open it and lay it out while they're working on their vehicle. They don't want everything to be online, which I'm kind of a book person that way too. Sometimes I just like an actual book. So this was free and sold for just under 25 bucks. Next up is Heather Bennett. Found curbside after summer yard sales. Oh, I'm so jealous. I would love to have the guts to do that. $0. Listed for 2 days, sold for $19.19. Vintage 3-piece trumpeting angel wall decor with Bethlehem star Christmas Jesus holiday. So here we have another item that is selling not in the season. So remember, Christmas sells all year. eBay knows no seasons. At first I thought these were earrings, but no, it's like a wall decor item. So free and sold for right under 20 bucks. Okay, Ginger Lampbright does not have a bicycle seat or a motorcycle thing from her husband. Okay, she picked up 2 of these at an estate sale last Thursday for $1 each. I actually bought them for personal use. As I was getting them out of the car, I decided to scan the barcode to see if they had any resale value. Yes, they definitely did. I listed them for $82.99 each with a volume discount. Both sold to the same buyer the next day for full asking price plus shipping. So these were $1 each, a $2 investment, and sold for just under $83. Why? Because they are discontinued. Next up is Erin Hari or Har. Not sure how to pronounce your last name, Erin, so let me know if I am not doing it correctly. She said, I loved these high quality pillows, but my decor is different now. Took offer of $68 after 6 months. Set of 2 Woolrich corduroy patchwork throw pillows, vintage rustic cabin 18 by 18. And these were free to her because she was just rehoming something she owned. $68 offer. So again, never throw anything away or donate it until you check the price on eBay, even if you've had it forever and you don't think it's worth anything. Carlos Chavez. I got 3 of these vintage 1992 Washington Redskins Super Bowl, what is that, 26 champions t-shirts, extra large, for $2 each, listed them for $39.99 each, and this one sold in a week for best offer of $30 plus shipping. Great flip there. Joy Fulkin picked up 4 of these Storybook Knits cardigan sweaters at a garage sale this summer in my neighborhood. They were sold on Home Shopping Network. I was bold enough to ask for a discount, so got them for $4.50 each. This is the first one to sell in just under 3 months for $31.99 plus shipping. So these are definitely a vintage thing, right up there with the ugly Christmas sweaters. I sold quite a few of these back in the day when I first started eBay, and so the Storybook Knits are actually related to a story. So it could be Little Red Riding Hood or um, the Billy Goat's Gruff or whatever the story is, and then the sweater is created to go along with that. So those are kind of a BOLO. They can go for a lot of money depending on what they are. So $4.50 each and flipped for just over $30. Nicole Cunningham paid $5 at a garage sale. Unfortunately, didn't realize it was missing the pendulum. Would have been worth a lot more with it. Took a $58 offer after about 6 weeks. King America Disney Mickey Mouse Donald Duck animated talking wall clock. Excellent. $58. And it didn't even have all the parts. Suzanne Akers paid $2 at Goodwill, took 6 months to sell. Vintage 70s Jim Henson Muppet Cookie Monster Big Bird hand puppet. Nice. So it's 2 of them. $2 and they sold for $39.99. Denise Rogge sold this mug on commission for a friend. It sold for $15 in 1 month. Vintage 1996 horse equine mug cup with head handle. Oh, I see. The handle there is actually the head of a horse. Okay, $15. Jane Brown picked these up from a yard sale a while back, maybe 2019, paid $20 with many offers sent, finally sold for full asking price. Vintage Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy, Jim Henson Muppet Dolls, Fisher Price, $65. Excellent. Dawn Curtwright Taylor, I've had this cup a year. Had it listed, then removed the listing for a few months. Relisted and sold in about 4 weeks for full asking price. Purchased at Goodwill for 90 cents after using my discount card. Anthropology Linnea Carta I Love London coffee or tea mug. 90 cents and it sold for $24.99. Diana Warren purchased at a thrift shop for $3. Took about 8 months to sell for best offer of $37 plus shipping. M.A. Hadley hand-painted stoneware pottery polka dot horse coin piggy bank. Okay, $3 and flipped for $37. And that is very cute. Jane Brown, free to me, donated to my shop. This was a quick flip, accepted $70 in about 8 hours. Brahmin copper cookie cutters, elephant, lion, giraffe, monkey, kangaroo, lot of 5. $100 asking price, and she got a $70 offer for some cookie cutters. And yes, these can be pretty valuable, as you can see here. It just depends on when they were made and the maker and how many were made, and many different variables can affect the price there. So do your research, and it looks like in her pictures there's a stamp of what the brand name is, so that's always helpful. Sonia Escalante Purchased for $2 at a yard sale, took offer of $29. Took 2 months to sell. Vintage Viking swung purple glass vase pitcher. Wow, that is really gorgeous. $29. She paid 2, and I'm hoping it arrived okay. That looks really fragile, but again, you just bubble wrap it like it's going to the moon and double box anything like that, and you should be okay. Roshina Ward, my neighbor here in Greenville. Quick 48-hour flip. Picked this up for $1 at a thrift store. Cleaned it up, tested, and listed it. Sold next day for full price. Paw Patrol, Snuggle Up Sky, stuffed plush bedtime. It's plush that lights up and has music. $1 and sold for just under 50. Bethany Henderson paid $2 at the bin, sold for $59 in one day. Peregrine Hudson Aran sweater, 100% wool fisherman jumper. And you want to put jumper because in the United Kingdom, that's what they call sweaters. So you can get more international eyes on your listing if you use that word jumper for sweaters. And it sold for $59. Tammy Mitchell, purchased at a thrift store for $6.99, sold in 9 months. Took best offer of $70 plus shipping. This is a vintage Carhartt chore coat, and these are heavy, but people want them. They last forever, and as you can see, it's like a longer length, so some people call it a barn coat or a chore coat. $70, and she only paid $7 for it, so 10 times her investment. That's what we want. Jane Tyson, I found this oyster plate at a garage sale for just 80 cents. It got my attention because it was made in France. Listed it, and it sold in just over a month for full asking price of $49.99 plus shipping. And this is Louis Leroux oyster plate, made in France. Very nice. 80 cents. Wow, what a find. Julie Brown. We know that some dimensions needlepoint kits are a BOLO, but which ones can be surprising. I found this vintage kit that was open but appeared complete. It has a Renaissance style to it. There are a few kits of a similar style that sell well. I bought for $4.05 at a thrift store and sold for $59.99 plus shipping in 13 days going to Poland. Vintage Dimensions Needlepoint Kit, Clooney Sense of Touch. Okay, and she's got the number on it there. And that does look beautiful and intricate. And hey, you never know where it's going to go. People are looking for these. People living all over the world are looking for these, so make sure you're including that international shipping. Maggie May, I purchased this 2 extra large Tahari cashmere sweater in November for $6 at a small thrift store. I listed it on November 20th, and it sold for full asking price of $37 on December 2nd. So pretty quick flip. Tahari Pure Luxe 100% 2-ply cashmere drape neck wrap sweater. Very pretty. And what'd she say? $6 and flipped it for $37. Deborah McGeary, cute American Girl doll with a flannel nightgown. I found 2 dolls at Goodwill last year, paid $4 each. I had the nightgown, so no cost to me. Took about a year to sell for best offer of $35. My daughters had American Girl dolls. Hope this one gives someone happy holidays. So her name is, it doesn't have her name. It just says American Girl doll, holiday gift, light skin, wavy brown hair. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to find the name because a lot of them look alike, so even if you drop it into Google Images, you might get wrong answers. So if this happens to you and you can't find the girl's name, go on some of these American Girl doll groups, like Facebook groups that identify them. People love American Girl and they are happy to help you figure out the name or what you've got. So, just going forward, if you want to know the name and include it in your listing, which will help you come up in more searches if you know her name, you can try using those resources that are free and available. Courtney Brannon paid $7 at Goodwill a few years ago. This thing has gotten lots of watchers and views, but no one ever took an offer on anything. Finally, someone sent their own offer last week for $65 plus shipping, and I took it. It was selling for $110 brand new when I listed it. So the brand is Holderness and Bourne, which that's new to me. Men's Westland long sleeve pullover shirt. $7 and flipped for $65. So almost 10 times her investment. Andrea Nolt picked up these a few months ago at a thrift store for $15. Sold today for $70. Lot of 32 1970s and 80s Snoopy and Peanuts Christmas ornaments. Very cute. $15 and sold for $70. Andrew Silvaroli saw this on the shelf at Goodwill and just knew someone would want to buy this guy. Bought it for $4.79, sold for full price in 3 weeks. 2010 Westland Giftware I Chihuahua cookie jar. Okay. $4.79 and flipped for just under $55. Catherine Racine bought in a lot from Facebook Marketplace for about $8 each. Took an offer of $80 after a day or two. The same buyer also paid $120 for another lot of 3 of a different supplement. I had listed, so I shipped them together and only paid about $7.50 in shipping for both lots. Plexus Balance lot of 2 counter carbs weight management supplements. Okay, $8 each and took an offer of $80. Leisha Ralston got a lot of dollhouse furniture from an estate sale for $1.50 per piece a few months ago. I picked up many items that I thought would go together and that I could sell as a set. Then started listing on December 9th. This set sold for $46.74 with a 15% offer. Vintage Victorian dollhouse bedroom set with wood mirror dresser. Oh, it's made of wood. Mirror dresser nightstand and velvet. So these were $1.50 a piece, and she sold them for $46.74. Tina Wozniak listed I don't know how long from a collection we bought years ago. We made our money back, so nothing really invested. Signature Models 1923 Ford Model T black and yellow new in box. Okay, so it is a model. Yeah, those models can be hit or miss. It's just, I feel like that category is very specialized, like stamps and coins and record albums, and it's all about the condition of the box and all those factors that can really affect the price. So sometimes you don't know until you're just in it. Judy Kramer bought this shirt last year and finally got around to listing it. Ended up being a 30th anniversary edition men's shirt. Sold on offer for $75 in a day. Jam's World always sells pretty quickly. Yes, that is a great vintage brand. So this is the 30th anniversary collector's edition extra large shirt, and it's sold in a day for $75. Christina Walling paid $12.99 at Goodwill. It took several months to sell. This is Harley Quinn DC Toddler Superhero Girls Doll Figure. It's a DC Comics character. $12.99 and flipped for $47.99. And we're going to end with Julie Gambino. Purchased at a local thrift store for $1, sold within 1 hour of listing for full price of $35.99. 2000, Rudolph and the Island Misfit Toys. A toy is never truly happy. $1, sold for $35.99. It looks like maybe it's a Christmas ornament or just a little figurine, but great flip either way. Okay, that wraps up this edition of the Money Making Monday Seller Shout Out. Thanks to everybody who posts on the thread every week, and it is our most popular thread on the group. People can't wait for Mondays to post their sales, and you can post all week. You don't have to only post on the Mondays. But thanks for participating and sharing your finds because we can all learn from each other. Thanks for watching and have a great week on